football as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, this defense for the Colts, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The give is to Bell. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Play action, now Taylor. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got into the turf.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Wentz going to throw. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
He's got it to Hilton. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's Taylor to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. He's checking credit.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
Defense wins championships, baby. Sponge. No. Check the hot read. Lefty. SOS.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Blankenship out to kick off. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And those are the types of plays that Kenny Moore wants to make more of, because he's really starting to make a name for himself, and many know him as a terrific blitzer from the nickelback position. Undrafted out of Valdosta State, he is a ball hawk as well, and he led the Colts with 4 picks in 2020.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still have the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Wentz. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Wentz now to throw. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Carson Wentz had Zach Ertz and later Dallas Goedert during his time in Philadelphia as excellent tight ends. But I think he'll grow to like Jack Doyle as well with the Colts. That connection there gives him a first down.
Check.
Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
A big play there on the catch and run.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Again, it's Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Next to score, Texans 20, Colts 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Colts take over
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. when you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Play action. Now Wentz. Taken in by Pascal out left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing now is Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now Wentz again. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Not much there, only a yard. On 2nd down now. It's Hines. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. To throw, it's Wentz. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Well, Charles, they were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check. Sunday. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 81. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
To throw is Wentz. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And 40 catches as a rookie for Michael Pittman. He overcame some early injury problems and really developed into a reliable target as the season went on. The son of a former running back, that's what he looks like after the catch.
Hey, pick your game up. Safe. 5'9". Mike 5'9". Hey, watch the screen. Mike's 50.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point forthcoming. It's up. It's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Here's Smith to return it. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Rodgers on the return. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
The point after is good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught by Hilton. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position And that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll try the right side with Bell. Pushes him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll give this to Bell running right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Play action. It's Taylor. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. He's going to go deep for Conley. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Colts 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We got double up. Check the backer, check the backer. Hey, watch the edge,
Again, it's Taylor.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check 59. 59, Mike to 59. Rip left. 59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. Here we go. Mike, check.
Wentz now on first down. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he gets it down to the 32. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Colts on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
That's good for the Colts. First
blitz now on first down.
Out of his hands quickly to Pittman.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Here's Smith to return it.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Another try after the first down sack. Taylor, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
On first down, it's Taylor. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a second down and 6.
On the give, this is Mack. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4.
Wentz going to give this to Taylor.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 37.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's Taylor. A screen to Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Rolling to his right. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Back to throw, Wentz. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And now here's another interception. picked off by Tony Jefferson.
And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game.
Yes, folks. That is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot.